Yo, what is up, y'all? Guys, so today, we gotta do the runarounds because after I watched the show, I went on YouTube and I was like, wanted to know more about them, saw their interviews, love the vibe of the overall band and everything like that, the energy. I love the energy of the show. And honestly, I could probably chalk up my empty musical dreams to just basically that exact storyline, just thinking that it's going to happen in my life pretty much is the reason why I am living with my parents, speaking of. And so I wanted to do a video to do a little guitar lesson because there is a... I'm paranoid right now. There is a shortage of not enough out there.
Nate?
Oh my fucking God. What? All right, so 30 minutes later. All right, I'm pretty sure that was probably a pretty relatable experience for some people. Now, you guys didn't hear me to talk about the difficult dynamic that exists between me and my mom. You guys are here for the runarounds. So we are now learning what we're going to learn is we're going to learn the song, and that song is called Ghost. We're going to learn Ghost. So I'm just going to play the rhythm and the lead part together. Obviously, I'm going to do parts separate as well. But you can do them together, right? There are only 4 chords. The 4 chords we're really using, we're doing A. We're going to do an A, and then we're doing this little chord right here. So it's like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's crazy how, they made all this out of those chords, but I mean, that's the beauty of it. That's the simplicity of it. And it also goes to show just how great the band is, to be honest. Yeah, so it's so what I'm doing here is it's going to be, this is the progression. All right, so you got this little A chord right here, so that's going to be 5th fret. It's going to be 5th fret. You're going to get your index finger on the 5th right here. You're going to want your ring finger on the 7th fret of the A string, and then you're going to want the 4th on the D. All right, so now you got a nice little chord right here. This is your like an A power chord. All right, this is the first part. All right, that's it. All right, so we're gonna do that first. Maybe pause if you need to. Do that first. Bow, bow. And there's a little riff. I think it's just like going around the pentatonics. But this guy, the Asian guy, he's a really great guitarist. I cannot say this enough, honestly. That guy's awesome. And man, I'm just such a big fan of the show. Honestly, I'm just such a big fan of the show. But it's gonna be. I'm going back to the guitar lesson here. It's gonna be 1, 2, bow, 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 and that's gonna be. You're gonna put so it's 1, 2, this chord, and then bow, 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 bow. It's 5, 7 on the D, 5, 7, and on the G, 5, 7, 9. But hammer on the 7, right? So hammer on the 5 and the 7 on the D. Bow, bow, bow. So bow, 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 bow. Bow. Don't play this chord under. I do that mistake all the time. It's like bow, 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 bow. And then you're going to do this chord, which is a G. So there's going to be index finger. I don't think it's a G. Sorry. It's one step below like a regular G. So it's right here, and it's going to be your index finger 3rd fret on the A string, and then you got your ring finger on the 5th fret of the D string, and then your pinky finger on the G string. So you got your pinky finger on the G string, pinky finger on the G string, which is 5th fret, and yeah, and that's the 2nd chord. So, as we know the progression of the song, if you're here, I'm guessing you know the show, you're a fan of the show, you probably came here, you're probably like, whoa, this band's great. I want to go check out some of their YouTube videos. What are they like IRL? How much of the show is based off IRL? Spoiler, it's a lot. And so, that's why you're here right now, right? So you probably have a good understanding of the song. So it's like 1, 1, 5, 5, 7, 9, 5, 7, 5, 7, 9, bow, bow. And then this part is pretty much the same. You're going to start... But you're going to go down to the 2nd string. So it's a... Bow, 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 bow. So to do that, that's 5, 7, 5, 7, and then it kind of is teasing, right? It's you think you're going to go back 5, 7 to G. No, we're not. Bow, 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 and that's going to be the 8th string of the B string. So we got still 5, 7. So all over again, bow, 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 5, 7, 9, bow, bow, and then bow. It goes a little bit slower, right? Not slower in terms of rhythm, but pacing. The pacing's a little bit slower here. So it's 5, 7, and then 5 on the G still, and then that's the 8 on the B, right? So we're still sticking to that pentatonic, and 7, 5, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5 on the G string. Dun, 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 dun. So all together, it's... So that's, we got it. And then this last part, right? This part is like a little bit tricky, maybe if you're a beginner, right? But where you been, where you going, and your dad's cold? Are we talking in hypotheticals? By the morning will both of us be ghosts, right? It's gonna be the first time, right? So like, if you're doing that little riff part, if you're trying to do the rhythm and the lead together, it's going. You're only going to use 3 chords, which is this A looking shape, and I taught you guys that part, right? And then, but then when it goes into the verse, right? I'm going to take you guys now through the entire song, right? It's like, where you been, where you A, going in your dad's coat. This is the G part. Are we talking? And now there's a new chord, right? So this is F. Right, so A, again, this is not a G, and then where you been, where you going, in your dad's coat? Are we talking in hypotheticals? By the morning will both of us be ghosts. It wouldn't be the first time, like that part. Not to say up the words I said. Want you to be living in my past tense. Right, his deeper voice kind of comes in. Axel kind of, I think he's a tenor, and then that guy's a little bit more of like a baritone, right? So it kind of works. And it's like, and then Ben, would you be so hesitant? So we're still doing that cycle, right? Right, so it's bow, 1, 2, 1, 2, A, 1, 2. I think this is a B, 1, 2, F. And this string is like basically the same shapes, right? We're using the same shapes, just bow, 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 bow. Be so hesitant. Bow, 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 bow. Where you been, where you going, in your dad's coat? Are we talking in hypotheticals? By the morning will both of us be ghosts. It wouldn't be the first time. And then let's go to the chorus, right? So the words I said, want you to be living in my past tense. Well, you don't wanna be so hesitant. It wouldn't be the first time. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then there's really where we get into that, like, more like, you know, backseat lovers type of chorus, right? Where it's like, it's a little bit more strumming up and down. It's not just 1, 2, da, 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 da. It's more like, ooh, ooh, ooh. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up. I only wanna dance with you. And then it's just like down, up again. Ooh, 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 ooh. I wanna spin me around the room. And then the I, this is the favorite part, right? This is the best part. And it actually just literally goes back to that verse part. So again, it's going to be like, ooh, 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 right? This little B that I keep on calling a G because I don't actually know music theory. I'm just teaching you guys how to play the song. And so yes. Ooh, 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 down, up. I really want to dance with you. Ooh, 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 you want to spin me around the room. And then this part's literally just like the verse. So I'll find your tempo, tell me you're down. Darling, you in or you out? Ooh, 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 I really want to dance with you. Right, so that part just does half of it. Ooh, 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 I really want to dance with you. And then Axel's voice comes in, which is awesome. I love his voice. It's with myself a little bit. And then, right, we learned that part. Na, 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 na. But I didn't actually teach you guys this part. Bow, 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 bow. And then this last part, right, it does a little slight alteration. right? You can kind of hear it's like 1, 5, 8, 10. So that part we're going 8, 10. So it's 5, 7, 5, 7 on the D and G. Bow, 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 but not on the 7 on the G, my bad. 5 on bow, 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 8, 10, 8, 5 on the B string, 7 on the G string, and then bow, 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 bow. Right? And then if you're doing the bass, it's going to be really easy, right? Even though I don't even have a bass here right now with me, but you know, if you want to play it as a band, it's going to be like bow, bow, da na na, bow, bow, just hit the root. Bow, 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 da na 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 na. Bow, bow, da na na na, bow, bow, da na 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 na. It's kind of at least the first part for the bass. So I got you guys some bass guitar. Let's do it all together. How about I sing the song? Ready? Where you been, where you going, and your dad's cold? Are we talking in hypotheticals? By the morning will both of us be ghosts. It wouldn't be the first time. Stop, tell me the words I said. Want you to be living in my past tense. Gotta be so hesitant. Right. It wouldn't be the first time. Ooh, 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 I really wanna dance with you. Ooh, 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 you wanna spin me around the room. So I'll find your tempo, tell me you're down. Darling, you in or you out? Ooh, 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 I really wanna dance with you. Na, 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 na. And then just say ends on that. And then, yeah, so I think you guys got enough to do that. If you guys, you know, like my YouTube channel, check out some of the other videos. And mostly, for the most part, I think they don't make much sense. This one, I really want to do a guitar lesson because I think that they haven't. Usually, he does some guitar stuff like on his Instagram and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure they haven't really like made a post. Well, him, but also, you know, I didn't really find a good one out there, and it's really simple. So, you know, you guys show that one to your friends that are playing the Runarounds. You know, hopefully that whole thing that they were doing, bringing back band culture, hopefully it carries out for my sake, for your sake, for everybody's sake. You know, we need some more of that in society right now. So I completely agree. Yeah, honestly, don't even check out my YouTube video. Just check out the music if you want to. But it is, yeah, so that is Runarounds, that is Ghost. So I hope you guys had a good time. And obviously there's some effects and stuff like that in there. Go crazy with it. Just, you know, go to the girl that you love and profess her love to you. Say that you wrote this song. And she probably will never watch the show on Prime because there's a million shows on Prime, even though this one was a hidden gem. And I think that honestly, even though they had no acting experience, they're obviously very talented, multifaceted, and multifaceted in many ways. So now I'm just actually hyping the fuck out of them, probably because I love them. Probably going to go see them in Danforth. I think they're playing Danforth April 10th if you are in Toronto. So that is it, guys. That is my video. Thank you very much.